also known as World No Bra Day. Oh my God. For all the ladies, this is a chance for you to free them tatters. Black Rasta would say. Joseph Kofi Frimpong Akable Esquire. Welcome to the studio.
Thank you, Johnny.
Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
I could see you on Friday beaming from one side to the other and smiling and mommy's boy, and you were so excited about it. Congratulations one more time.
For most parts of my life, I was never too sure what I wanted to do. I was never too sure. Yes, my dad was a lawyer, but he died in 2001. I remember when we were very young, one of my very first memories, he actually took us to the court in a car.
Right.
And he was gone for so long. He left us in the car. He told us not to unlock the car. And he came back after a long time, and he just took off his gown. He drove us off. It all didn't just make sense to me. So for most part of my life, really, I didn't know.
He left you in the car?
Yes, he had to go into the courtroom.
Right.
Yeah, and he came back. It's just my memory of him. The only time I remember, and I remember always going to his firm.
Okay.
His firm used to be on the Okadeko Road. I remember going there, and for hours he was just always very busy.
Right.
And he had his private office. Like those were I just had no idea what he was up to. What
was going on?
Yes, it was years after that I even figured out.
How old were you at the time?
I was like 5, 6, 7, around that age. So I really didn't make sense of it. But during school time, whenever I was asked what I wanted to be, I really struggled. I just had no idea what I wanted to do. Even at the university, I still had no idea. I just think it was ingrained. I was just not confident about it or bold about it. But there was a point in my life, sometime around 2015 thereabouts, when I decided that this was what I wanted to do, and I decided that when the time was right, I was going to pursue it, and I did it. It's just at the time, my ex at the time, were having a conversation, and she asked this, and I said that this was what I was thinking about for a while. You know what she did?
Was she at the call?
We'll come there.
I'm interested. No, I don't want to miss that.
We'll come there.
Okay.
We'll come there. Yeah. So it's important. It's an important part of the conversation. So we had this conversation, and I told her that this is what I was thinking about, and she said that I think you should start now. And I was like, I don't have money. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. And she was like, No, you should just start. I took a nap. By the time I woke up, she had called the school, Wisconsin, then they brought the admission form, the law school form, the application form.
She bought it for you?
Yeah, she bought the form. They brought the form to the house because she said that if she had left it, she knows I'm not going to do it. They brought the form. I filled the form there, and then she took it back. She gave it to the rider. The rider took it back. On the interview day, she took me in the car. She took me to the interview. Then I was admitted. Then started the journey.
I see.
So that's an important part of the story. That's why.
But was she there at the call?
Yes, she was there.
I see. Interesting. Okay.
But you didn't see her. You didn't see her.
No. I don't know her. So
I know you're trying to reflect on this. So you didn't see her. No.
I don't know her. How would I have said? How can I say I saw her?
So that's how it started. And once it started, from the level that I started at, it was supposed to take 5 years. And it took
memories of your father and how he practices law came into mind occasionally.
Yes, it did. It did, especially when I entered the law school. So when I entered the law school, I changed my WhatsApp profile picture to my dad's call.
Right.
So the picture on I've still not changed it. It's my dad's call to the bar in the 90s. I put it there, and I said to myself that I'll take it down when I'm called to the bar as a way of sending him off properly.
Right.
And telling him that he can now rest calmly.
Right.
I've replaced him, and I'll
he's late.
Yes, he died in 2001.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so I said that I was going to take it off when I'm done.
So this is what, 24 years apart?
Yes, 24 years apart since he died. Yeah, 24 years apart. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then I've still not been able to take it off. I'm still feeling a bit emotional.
Because you have not finished answering the calls and text messages, I can imagine.
I guess so.
You see. Now, for many who would just look at Joseph Akable, journalist, communications person, now a lawyer, what should it mean to them and to you?
I think it's life is a journey. It's a journey, and I believe that it's always better to move than be stable. So at every turning point in life, you move around. I was at Joy for 7 years. I've been here for 2 years. Before then, I did Universe for like 3 or 4 years.
Right.
So I look how I've gone round to get to this point. And so it's just that journey that is still continuing, and I look forward to the next couple of years, many years, God willing, with a lot of excitement and hope that I would excel and do well as I've always done by God's grace, and I hope that I'll be able to do that. Hard work, I know that is going to be difficult. I know it's a new beginning. I feel like the first time I walked into the joint issue, it's like an intern, or the first time I walked here into the issue, it's that kind of that new beginning once again. It can always be scary because you're starting at fresh. You don't know what stays up you're up to. You don't know what you're supposed to do. But my excitement always is the fact that where I started from years back, I felt more scared. So at every turn in time when I'm starting fresh, I feel more confident. And so it's the same thing that I'm going into this with, and that's just what
what kind of lawyer do you want to become? Or do you want to be remembered for?
I want to be the lawyer that you and every other person thinks of when you have a problem. That's the goal.
I don't look at all of us as potential clients.
Yes, everyone is.
So an inexpensive one, I hope, because when I think about it, I'm hoping they won't charge me too much.
It's not a price at all. It's more of the solution.
Okay.
Because when you have a problem, you just know that Blake can resolve it for you. That's what I want to be. I want to be the first name that comes to mind at every turn. Like, you know that he will solve the problem for you.
Beyond your dad, which other lawyers inspired you, or did you look up to?
It's a difficult question.
It's not difficult at all. It's not difficult. The list is mixed up. So, I like Godfrey Dami a lot.
Right.
I like Godfrey Dami a lot. I also like Thaddeus Sorry.
Right.
I like Thaddeus Sorry so much. So much. And for those who know both of them, they're a bit very different. Thaddeus is a bit more technical.
Right.
He's a civil procedure guy. Godfrey also takes a very different approach, more the substantive law approach. So that's the kind of different blend that I have in. I admire Chachu Chikate's advocacy. So I want to know my civil procedure like Thaddeus Sorry.
Right.
I want to master my substantive law like Godfrey Dami. I want to be able to advocate like Chachu Chikata. When I hear him speak the law, so like argue in court, speak up in court, I'm just so happy. And then those are the people that I look up to. I like Eduji a lot as well.
Right. Eduji
Tamaklo, yes, NPA. I like him so much. He's very brilliant. So those are some of the lawyers that I look up to, that I've looked up to over the last couple of years.
At the School of Law, was it tough?
It's very difficult. And
on a scale of 1 to 10?
It's very, very difficult. I'll put it at 9. I'll put it at 9 because I think there are structural issues there. I don't know how to explain it. You just have to go through it. The system alone itself is frustrating. It's enough to stress you out. And secondly, to the course content itself. And I graduated LLB with a first class. I was top of my class.
Okay.
Like the whole year group, I was number one.
Congratulations.
Yeah, but I entered law school, and the first year, law school, you write 2 exams, just 2 exams.
Right.
You write at the end of the year. So 1 year, you write 1 exam. At the end of the year, you write another exam. When I finished the first year, I saw my raw score, and I was humbled. I was humbled for the first time in my life. I didn't feel...
exam humbled you?
Yeah, the exam humbled me. I didn't feel like I was like top of my class and I didn't enter law school anymore. And it wasn't that I didn't understand what was being taught. I understood it. I was providing the answers, but it just felt still tough.
Right.
So I was like, okay, what's happening? So I had to just calm down and try and do things. And the second year was way much better. If I put my raw score side by side, the second year looked more like how my transcripts looked before I entered law school. So it's very difficult. It's very difficult. It's a lot of learning, a lot of reading. A lot of reading. Anyone who has studied law will tell you that it's just reading. There's no secret. So it's very difficult. But you can do it once you give it your best.
Interesting. The Ghana School of Law.
Yeah.
See, it was tough for you. How was it juggling work and reading the law, learning the law?
It's almost like almost like trying to do 2 things that are equally important. One basically keeps you alive, and the other also is what you want to attain. So it's almost becomes like an impossible task because and you see that it's the switch. That's the problem. It's the switch. The main problem is the switch, the mindset. Because on a certain number of days, you are in a certain mental space, and
That's
you know
right.
the work we do. Unfortunately, it's not a routine work.
No.
It's not like you are opening a door that you
You
can
have
just
to
come.
read and
You see the problem.
explore and
You see the problem.
call.
So
and
the problem was always the switch. So by the time you go switch and switch back, it's like you are lost. Then you have to switch back again. So it's a lot of, it's very difficult. I mean, it's something that I wouldn't want anyone to ever do that. I mean, I've said to myself that if any of my children in future wants to pursue law, they are going to do it like full time. They're just going to just do it and go.
not part time.
No,
It's going to be full time. Within the period, I can imagine the stress that you had to go through. But what constituted relaxation for you?
Oh. But you know,
When I asked you a question, then you start looking at Marina.
relaxation. I mean, I like to just hang out with friends and talk. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, what kind of friends, Helen? Would you know the kind of friends?
No,
with them?
I'm not privy to
Okay.
the relaxation
just
tactics.
all my friends, and I like to swim. I like to swim as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I like to swim, but I mean, law made it impossible. But I mean, I hope I can resume my regular swimming life again. But I'm an indoor person naturally, so even when I'm hanging out with my friends, I would want them to come home.
Okay.
Yeah, I always think it's safer that way. I just like to be indoors mostly.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't like trouble.
Outside is always complicated. But, yeah.
But what do you want to major in? You know, people say, "Well, I'm a criminal lawyer. I'm a this, I'm a that, I'm a that."
No, I don't. I don't want to start off. Not really. I don't want to start off prejudiced. I just want to do the next. I think 3. My target is 2-3 years.
Right.
Yeah. I just want to. Because I want you to be able to come to me to solve any problem you have for you. So
Right.
I want to be able to do everything at the start. But because naturally I know what I like.
Okay.
But I just don't want to, because sometimes what you like is not what you are excellent at.
That's
You
right.
never know.
That's
You
right.
just like it, so you read a lot of it and you know a lot of it. But when I open my mind up and I do every other thing, after 2 or 3 years, I'll actually see that okay, potentially this is what I'm actually excellent at, not
That's
what
right.
I thought I liked.
That's right.
And so I want to go in with that mindset. Then after a while, when I excel at a specific thing, then that becomes what I'll major in.
For that young person who also wants to become a lawyer, what would you say to them?
I think I will say that dreams are attainable, dreams are possible. You just have to first always ask for good health and long life, and just start. I mean, start, don't wait. I mean, I was telling some of our colleagues this morning that right now, the best you can do if you want to be a lawyer, just get your LLB quickly. Especially now that there's whole conversation about changes to the legal system, training system, and all of that. Just get your LLB. Just start. Don't wait. Some of my colleagues, are a colleague of mine. He actually, 2 of my colleagues, they own 3. They
Right.
own their own law firms.
Okay.
When I was doing undergraduate, they were doing the undergraduates. They own their own law firms, 3 of them. So they are roughly about 7 or 8 years at the bar.
Okay.
Yeah, there are some of them who are senior prosecutors. There are some who are partners, managing associates in various
Right,
law firms
right.
and everything. And all throughout, all I said to myself was that I remember one of our colleagues, journalist Mama V Osabuat, she's
That's
at
right,
the
that's
Attorney
right.
General's department.
Right.
At the time she was going to pay the form, she told me that let's go and do it. Actually, I don't have money. I'll go when I'm ready. She's almost like 2 or 3 years ahead, 3
That's
years
right,
I think ahead
that's
of me
right,
now.
that's right.
You know, so you just have to start from somewhere. I think a lot of we tend to be scared about so much. A lot weighs us down. We're always telling ourselves, what if this?
That's
This?
right.
I mean, why not? If it's the things that make it possible, why always the things that we think will not make it possible? I don't have money. It's stressful. Can I do it? Just start, and then you just get
begin. And you would see the end.
Yeah.
Well, another man who has made us proud of media journalist, Castro Senyala, is Journalist of the Year in the Upper East region. Castro, congratulations and good morning to you. Hello, Castro. Good morning.
Good morning, Hughes. Can you hear me?
I can hear you too. Your line is not too clear, but you have to stand where you usually stand for us to talk to you.
All right, then let me reposition myself. Can you hear me now?
Try again.
I think here should be better.
Try the mango tree. Let's see something. Hello, Castro.
Yeah.
Try the mango tree. Let's see something.
Unfortunately, I'm on the road. So the phone on the
That explains it. Congratulations to you.
Thanks much, Johnny.
How did you do it?
Sunrise on 3 FM, the best in the morning.
Hello, Castro. I can hardly hear you. You would have to raise you back on the phone line. Let's try and raise him back on the phone line. Blake, let me come back to you. On that day at the Accra International Conference Center, when your name was mentioned, what ran through your mind?
I was
Joseph Kofi Frimpong Akable.
It was a lot of excitement. I was happy. I was very happy. I was just very happy, and it just all felt that. I think my emotions were more when I signed the role of lawyers.
That's right.
We signed it actually before we were called. I signed mine before we were called.
I saw some people signing afterwards. So chaotic.
Yes, I did it before. So it was at that point that I felt very emotional. But when I was up on the stage, I was just so tensed, and it was like a weight had been placed on me. I didn't even do the bowing. You know, when you take the certificate, you're supposed to bow before and after.
That's right.
I did that before. I didn't even do the after one. I forgot. I just forgot. I just wanted to just get to sit down. But I was very happy.
You just wanted to hold your certificate.
I was very happy. It was the only thing I didn't let go.
I see. Okay, let's connect on the phone line with another colleague of ours. In fact, the producer for the morning show, 62's Dong Ulo. He couldn't make it to the seminary. In fact, he did at some point, but he stopped. But he's made it to the bar. Counsel, congratulations to you.
Thank you, Johnny.
And good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning. I'm good, though.
Freshly minted lawyer, and how does that feel?
Very excited. Very, very. I'm actually very happy about this because it's been long in coming. I have been called lawyer by many when I wasn't a lawyer when I was a student. Even when I was just a court correspondent in my previous employment.
Right.
Many started calling me lawyer. So I started enjoying the title, and I was feeling the joy of being called lawyer when I wasn't actually or a lawyer properly so called. So I'm very, very excited to finally end it.
See, now I know that the people of Ulo are excited about this latest addition to your feeds. Tell me, in the land of Ulo where you come from, or from your corner, how many lawyers can we count? Are you the first?
It's interesting that you ask this because I was speaking with one of my uncles on I think Friday night or was it Saturday morning, and he said they sat and they were trying to check to see what number am I, and they realized I'm actually number one.
Whoa!
Yes. So within the traditional area, the Ulo paramountcy, according to them, I didn't really even think about it, but according to them, I'm the first lawyer coming from the Ulo paramountcy.
Wow.
They could count policemen, they could count doctors, they could count a lot of the other professions, nurses, but they really couldn't count lawyers. I was the only name that they could mention. So, I mean, maybe that is also history.
I know that your late father, and you shared that with Akable, both your fathers are deceased. Akable's father comes to the table with a history of law. Your father comes to the table with a history of catechism. And how would he have felt about this call to the bar if he had been alive?
I'm not sure I would have been sleeping. We would have been having parties right from Friday up to this point.
I see.
Growing up, it's the one dream that we shared. It's the time that the only one thing that my father said he was interested in seeing me. So right after my first degree, my national service actually, I decided to come back to do the LLB. And when I finished the LLB, and I was lazing around, I finished the LLB in 2015. And the day I was supposed to go for my graduation at the University of Ghana was the day I got a job at CTFM. Bernard Avila called me up and said, "Let's work together." I mean, we had engaged at several events, and he called me up and said, "Now you are done with school. Let's work together." And at the time, I was doing some work for Radio Universe. So I went into CTFM, and that seemed to be the end of my journey in law. And my father, anytime we spoke, would say, "You are not done. You have to go back. You have to finish this." He was always interested in seeing me wear the wig and the gown, and it was the one thing that he constantly spoke about. So I think that growing up to that point that I started and stopped, it was the one dream that I probably shared with my father. And he was always waiting to see me do this. And unfortunately, he couldn't see that. And unfortunately, I also started, let me call it serious media work with CTFM. And I seem to have forgotten all about it. And the boys at City, I must give credit to them too. The team I worked with at City, Omar Usanda, Fred Jabano, Anas, Seidu, Samuel Wiafe. You see, anytime there was a legal issue, I would do some analysis, or some lawyer they'll call up some lawyer, you make some analysis, particularly on constitutional issue. I probably would offer a different opinion. And then everybody will go like, "Hey, but you are not a lawyer, go to school." You see the way boys can make fun of you. So all of those things pushed me. Those guys kept on me. They kept saying, "You have to finish this. You are scared of the exam. That's why you are not going." So they really pushed me. And eventually I went back to finish this. So I'm sure that
is the exam...
my father...
yeah, go ahead.
Had been alive, but now we'll still be celebrating because it's the one dream that he and I share.
Celebrating with what?
I think Johnny knows the answer to
I
the question.
don't have an
you
answer.
actually do.
I'm only doing my work. Please leave me alone to do my work. Now, is the exam, and this is to both you and Akable, Castro, I'll come to you in a bit, but is the exam as scary as the stories we hear out here? Six, let me begin with you. I come to Akable.
It is very scary because it's the one exam that you can never be sure whether what you wrote is what it is, or the examiner would have a contrary opinion on what you have written. You are constantly wondering whether you met the expectations of the marking scheme. You see, and this is one of the exams that can easily, when students say swerve, it's one of the exams that can easily swerve. Let me give you an example.
Tell me.
There was this paper we wrote, conveyancing. It's one of the papers that every law student is probably scared of. So there's conveyancing, there's interpretation, and there's evidence. And Johnny, we discussed this, the question of evidence for the Part 1 student.
Right.
You recall that right after that paper, there was social media went agog.
That's
people
right.
Complaining.
That's right. I remember we discussed it. Yeah.
Exactly. Because you never can be sure what it is. You may have answered the question, but the expectation of the marking scheme would simply be beyond what you wrote. At conveyancing, a lot of us went in, prepared so much on the theory. We were, this is the question that we are going to answer. Is this scheme? This is how. We went and it was all drafting. And when they say drafting,
it's writing the law, how to write the law.
Exactly. Somebody has bought a land,
right?
A piece of land. How do you convey the interest or rights in this piece of land from Johnny to Sixtus, as seller to the buyer? So we went into the exam, and this was it. So when we came out of the exam hall, everybody started complaining. Because, I mean, you couldn't understand that, as we always say, something that in the normal, regular practice of the law, you even have a template. As a lawyer, you don't have to put it in your head. You just have to fill a template.
Right.
But you're expected to memorize this and reproduce it in an exam hall under the pressures of time and the crisis of exam.
I see.
So it makes it sometimes very difficult to understand what really legal education seeks to do, or how they seek to mold the law student into a lawyer.
Blay, is that scary?
Yes, I agree. I'll just give a very simple short example. I mean, the first year result that I was talking about earlier on, when the paper that was very difficult, and I didn't write law. I mean, company law and commercial practice. I wrote the answer and I knew that I had not written law. Like, I was so scared.
You're just writing literature.
I just, you get it. I mean, that was my highest score in part 1.
Whoa. The
paper that I thought was very easy, civil procedure.
You had written law.
I had written and drafted everything nicely. That was my lowest mark.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how I'll answer it. That's just how confusing
I see
that school and the exams is. But I mean, it's all of us, so that's what matters.
Let's bring Castro into the conversation, because Castro won a couple of awards and also was adjudged the Journalist of the Year for the Upper East Regional GJA celebrations. Castro, welcome back.
Thank you, Johnny.
And congratulations to you.
Thank you very much.
Journalist of the Year 2024, Best Conflict and Security Journalist 2024, Best Good Governance and Accountability Journalist 2024. You are a champion, Castro. How do you feel?
I feel encouraged, Johnny. Honestly, I feel encouraged. It's good to know that my people appreciate what I do. And when I say my people, I mean the people of Upper East. It is a very volatile area. And so if you work as a journalist and you are appreciated this much, then it shows that the people are watching quietly and they do appreciate what you do. So it's a great honor, and I feel encouraged to do more.
I know you do your work with a lot of diligence and dedication, and this is a new feather in your cap, or a couple of them in your cap. But going forward, what should it mean for you and for other journalists who are also in the Upper East region and across the country doing their work?
Johnny, like I stated, it's an encouragement, a very big one. And so going forward, I'm encouraged to do more work, especially noting that the committee was headed by not me person, by the whole Professor David Miller, who is a respected professor, known for so much, to have done so much academically. I feel encouraged. I'm going to do more. And I have very few words for my colleagues in the media. I've always said that, look, especially with the Baku issue, if we all continue to shun away from it because we are present day in, day out, how will we get the voices, especially of the innocent people, the thousands and thousands of innocent people who are residents in Boko? We have to continue to do our best. And also, I've always said that, look, no matter what you do, even if you clean the data, continue to clean, because somebody is watching. There are people who are watching silently. They will always tell you that you are doing well, but at the appropriate time, when they get opportunity, they will do. And so continue to work. Even if nobody appreciates what you're doing, doesn't mean people don't see. They are looking at you. In fact, they are looking at you like a video camera, and at the appropriate time, they'll come through. And also, Johnny, we have to stay safe, because our work is very, risky, especially for some of us who report from volatile areas or regions like the Upper East region. We have to take our safety into consideration. We have to prioritize our safety. Where you think it's not safe to go and do a story, I think you should shelve it when things go down, and you can go back to that story. Future stories don't die. Even if the first angle you're looking at, appears to have died, you can always turn it around to different angles and work it out. And I think that's the best I can do.
Congratulations to you, Castro, Journalist of the Year, Upper East Region. We're proud of you. Very, very proud of you. 6-2, your former friends are here, Helen Afbi and Poffo, and Eric Maweneg.
My friends.
They are here. 6-2 is on the line. Your former friends are here. DJ Abiam as well.
Don Ulo.
The entire team, Frederick Kunzu Tiani, all of them, your former friends, they are here.
The excitement, 6-2, is still... I don't even know what to say. We're so proud of you. We're so excited for this journey.
You.
Nobody deserves this more. Seeing you on this journey, I always told you work so hard and you deserve this and more. So more grease to your elbows. Because of you, I'm going to look for trouble today. Today, and you know, for me, it doesn't take too long.
You have two lawyers, so you are sport for choice.
Sport for choice. I've already contacted Blaze, so he knows what time it is. 6-2, over to you as well.
6-2, your closing thoughts as we wrap up the show this morning. What do you have to share with the world in a minute?
I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much to you guys for all the support, for covering me up with the work as I did this, for encouraging me. You were all part of the story. I want to say thank you so much. I'm sure that you would have been part of the party, and you will be part of the party. The one that Helen and Johnny and Mawina will be sponsoring. The entire
Your line is not clear. In fact, we
don't like the tone of your voice.
It's time to go.
But Johnny, let me just say that finally, Coach Otto Addo must go.
Oh, please, this is not the time, please. This is not the time.
Even as we are celebrating, you are still on this time.
We wish you all the best. Bye-bye.
World Cup.
Bye-bye.
Caroline.
I can believe you have the closing thoughts. You have the final word. What do you share with us?
This appreciation. I thank all of you.
Yes.
I thank all of you, everyone, for the support. So
please thank your family people. Yes. They will start chasing you.
Oh, I've thanked them, sir. I'm tired. I'm tired. But yeah, thank everyone for the support and everything. You know, I did the last one. I was in the same class with 6-2s.
Yeah.
And, you know, I always mischievously pronounce the I in his name with an E.
Yeah. Don't say it on there.
I'm not going to say it. So whenever he was always answering a question in class, I was always shouting the E one.
Right.
And he always, no matter where he is and where he's holding the microphone, he always say that it's only one person on this earth who will be doing that at the back. And the lecturer asked him who. He said, I can be, of course. Yeah, but it was memorable. And thank everyone so much for the support. The outpour of love has been amazing. We thank everyone so far. God bless each and every one of us.
Thank you very much, freshly minted lawyer Joseph Kofi Frimpong Akable and 6-2 Don Ulo here, right there. And guys, we have to go. It's birthday time, is it not? It is indeed.
Happy birthday.